Hello sports fans, it is Monday, July 1st, the year 2013, and as usual, a lot to get to in the sports world, so let's get it going right now. Sometimes, folks, you have to improvise. Believe me, today I am improvising. Let's recap what went on in the sports world over the weekend. Let's start with Major League Baseball. The Washington Nationals took 2 out of 3 from the Mets. Washington wins yesterday 13-2 in a laugher. Harper will be back for Washington. We'll see if Washington can get something going. They are not playing great ball this year, but they do have time. Miami took 2 out of 3 from San Diego. Game 4 tonight. That's a wraparound series. Boston took 3 out of 4 from Toronto. Nice job by the Red Sox. Let's keep an eye on Toronto. They were so hot for so long. Let's see if they start to slump now. Atlanta buried Arizona over the weekend. Atlanta swept away Arizona. Nice job by Atlanta. Arizona not playing good ball at all. Pittsburgh swept away Milwaukee. Pittsburgh, best record in all of baseball. Tampa Bay took 2 out of 3 from Detroit. Detroit not playing well. Cleveland took 4 games from the White Sox. Cleveland swept the White Sox away. Cleveland and Detroit are now tied for the division. How good of a job has Terry Francona done with the Indians this year? Tremendous job. Minnesota and Kansas City split 4 games. The Angels swept away Houston. Texas took 2 out of 3 from Cincinnati. Oakland took 2 out of 3 from St. Louis. Cubs took 2 out of 3 from Seattle. The Dodgers took 3 out of 4 from Philadelphia. Dodgers playing really nice ball. I think they've won about 8 out of 9. Dodgers are still 5 games under 500, but they're only 4 games out of the division lead because the rest of the division is playing lousy ball. Arizona not playing well. Giants not playing well. San Diego and Colorado kind of mediocre. Dodgers are right there all of a sudden for the division, and they are getting healthy. Colorado took 2 out of 3 from the Giants. The Giants do salvage a game yesterday. Overall, though, the Giants not playing good ball. Kadaya for Colorado, a 27-game hitting streak, and Baltimore swept away the Yankees. The Yankee injury woes are finally starting to catch up with them. They did a nice job for most of the season, but the Yankees really miss these guys now like Teixeira, A-Rod, Jeter, Granderson. There's only so long you can go without all these guys in the lineup. Baltimore just dusts the Yankees over the weekend. How about Davis? 31 home runs. I mean, was this guy going to hit 60 home runs? I said it a million times. This guy couldn't bat 180 a few years ago. He couldn't get out of his own way. I mean, when he was with Texas, they sent him down in the minor leagues. Now he's got 31 home runs. Tremendous job by the Orioles and Chris Davis. As far as where we are in baseball right now, as far as the divisions and the wild card, as far as your American League East right now, Boston has a 2.5 game lead over Baltimore, 6 game lead over Tampa, 6.5 over the Yankees, and 8.5 over Toronto. As far as your Central, Detroit and Cleveland are tied. Kansas City only 4.5 games out, and Minnesota only 6 games out. So Detroit really letting the rest of the division sneak back into this. As far as the West, Texas is a half a game over Oakland. The Angels still 9 games back. As far as your wild card in the American League, right now the 2 wild card teams would be Oakland and Baltimore. Cleveland 2.5 out of the wild card. Tampa Bay 3.5 out of the wild card. Yankees 4 out of the wild card. Toronto 6 out. Kansas City 7 out. And the Angels 7.5 out. So that is your American League. As far as the National League East, Atlanta has a 6.5 game lead over Washington, 9.5 over the Phillies. The Central, the Pirates have a 2 game lead over St. Louis, 5.5 over Cincinnati. As far as the West, Arizona 2 over Colorado, 2.5 over San Diego, 3 over the Giants, and 4 over the Dodgers. Everyone is in the race there because Arizona's playing bad ball. Giants not playing their usual good ball. Everyone involved in that division. As far as the wild card in the National League, right now your 2 wild card teams would be St. Louis and Cincinnati. Washington is 4.5 games out. Colorado 5.5 games out. San Diego 6 out. Giants 6.5 out. And Philly and the Dodgers 7.5 out. But of course, we got 3 big months of baseball to go still. A long way to go. As far as some of the other things that went on in the sports world over the weekend, I caught some of the women's golf. How about Inbee Park? How about Inbee Park? She sets a record. She wins the 3rd major in a row to start the season. No one's ever done that when women's golf has had 4 majors. She has won the first 3 majors of the year. She's only 24 years old. A tremendous golfer. I mean, what a job by her. Wins the first 3 majors of the year. No one's ever done that since the women's majors has gone to 4 majors in a year. And actually, the women's majors has 5 majors in a year now. but this young lady has set a record already, 3 in a row to start the year, and she's only 24 years old. Tremendous golfer, Inbi Park from South Korea. Tremendous women's golfer, made history winning the first 3 majors of the year. I caught a little bit of Wimbledon, ho-hum. I mean, we know on the men's side it's going to be Murray and Novak in the finals. As far as the women's side, Sharapova already got bounced out. I don't know what's happened to Sharapova's game. Serena Williams lost today. That is a bit of a surprise. We'll see if the torch has been passed now to Sloane Stephens. Sloane Stephens is still alive, the young American. She looks like a good player, but overall I have not been impressed with the level of play at Wimbledon. Also, the Tour de France has gotten underway. I don't know if anyone gets into that anymore. With all the guys being caught, with doping and cheating, with the whole Lance Armstrong mess, I can't get into the Tour de France anymore. I used to love the event. I just can't get into it this year. As far as some boxing I caught over the weekend, Gennady Golovkin. Remember that name. He knocked out Macklin over the weekend. Gennady Golovkin, a middleweight. What a tremendous fighter. He knocks out everybody he fights. I think he's knocked out like 14 opponents in a row. Remember that name, Gennady Golovkin. He's going to be in some big, big fights down the road. A tremendous fighter. So I did catch some boxing over the weekend. Going back to the NBA draft, that's just completely unwatchable. I cannot watch any more of these drafts between the NFL and the NBA. Oh, this great pick, good pick, fits in well here, nice pick. Oh, they're going to put him in Europe for 5 years, but look for him, down the road in 6 years to make a contribution. Good pick here, fits in well here. Mindless TV, and it just goes on and on and on. I can't watch anything. I can't watch any more of these drafts. I can't watch the NFL draft or the NBA draft anymore. Of course, the Nets and the Celtics complete that trade. Kevin Garnett, Pierce, and Terry go to the Nets for Humphries and Wallace and 3 #1 picks. Listen, Boston had to do something. I mean, they have to rebuild. I mean, there are a bunch of old elephants on this team. They had to rebuild. It was the right thing for Boston to do. They have to get younger and rebuild. And the Nets, hey, listen, I think it's a good move for the Nets. They now have a good starting 5. Does this mean they're going to win the championship? No, but I like this starting 5. I like that the Nets are doing some things. So nice job by the Nets making this trade. They do have a good starting lineup. We'll keep an eye on where Dwight Howard goes. Rumors are it looks like he's going to go to Houston. I am so down on Dwight Howard. I really am down on him for the last few years. And I liked Howard when he first came up. I am so completely down on his circus act. So that's kind of some of the notes as far as the NBA. As far as today, what to watch. Today is a baseball day. Happy Canada Day, by the way, to all our friends up in Canada. Today is Canada Day. As far as Major League Baseball, they do have a day game up there in Toronto, Detroit and Toronto for Canada Day. Once again, Happy Canada Day for all our friends up in Canada. San Francisco plays Cincinnati. Milwaukee plays Washington. Arizona plays the Mets. San Diego plays Miami. Yankees play Minnesota. We'll see if the Yankees can get anything done here. And Tampa Bay plays Houston. Okay, you guys are all caught up. You guys, thanks for the support. Stay safe. As you can see, I'm improvising today. You guys, I will be back with you next Monday. That will be July 8th. We'll recap what went on, the last week or so. Like I said, the shows are going to be more spread out until we get into football season. Then I'll be doing 5 shows a week. Remember to watch some games on the 4th of July. There's going to be a lot of games on the 4th of July, a lot of day games. You guys enjoy your 4th of July. Have a great 4th of July weekend. Thanks for the support. Stay safe. Enjoy the games. And I will talk to you next Monday, July 8th. Talk to you then. Take care.